4 more years of podcasting, dude. You're not going to censor us for 4 more years.
You can say whatever you want now, right?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want on this podcast. You can drop all the nasty words.
So if I just go at it right now, you're just going to bleep it all out?
Probably have to bleep it all out. But yeah, you don't want to do that. But it feels like we're not going to get censored as much.
Well, YouTube will probably still give you a hard time.
Why?
Because it's YouTube.
Yeah.
Which we love. You're the best ever. Thank you.
They're already giving us a hard time.
You look very nice today.
They're already giving us a hard time.
I saw people crying over Trump.
Yeah.
But you heard it here first. I told you who was going to win. You said Kamala was going to win.
We were both wrong.
No, we weren't.
I said Kamala was win. You said they were going to be shenanigans. And there was no shenanigans.
But he hasn't gotten the office yet.
No, but you said during the election it's going to be shenanigans.
He hasn't gone in the office.
It's going to be counting fraud. And
I don't know.
So we both were wrong.
Until he's in there.
Yeah, 20th.
10 days. Exactly 10 days from now. A lot of shit can happen in 10 days.
10 days. He's going in the 20th of January.
Oh.
So it's not in 10 days, dude. It's like 2 months.
I'm just eager.
It's like that weird period between Christmas and New Year's right now.
That you forget about?
Yeah. It's like those weird years. The weird time in between there. 20th, and we were in Florida.
But more importantly,
up to the day.
More importantly, Tyson.
Oh, yeah. If that fight is going down on Friday.
Friday night?
So we can make
Trump. We got something to talk about later, but this is more real. This is more.
We can make our predictions here, because we watched the first 2 episodes.
Tyson in the third
of the countdown.
Tyson gonna knock him down in the third.
Tyson in the third. You're specific.
Tyson is gonna knock him down in the third round.
How is it a real fight? Is that confirmed?
I don't know about that. I just know it's gonna go down in the third round. Mike Tyson's
or is it just like one of them exhibition fights?
Mike Tyson's gonna win.
See, I was not into this fight at all. And then I watched the first 2 episodes on Netflix, the countdown. And now I'm kind of intrigued.
That was my plan.
I really
was like, throw the line.
Yeah. I really do think that age is going to play a part in this. He doesn't look that jacked when he's going on the rower. He looks tired. He's
but if he connects right, I mean, you might hit. I mean, you can hit someone. Anyone can get a drop on someone, right?
True.
If you hit someone's jaw the right way, they're out cold.
True.
Just remember that.
And it is Mike Tyson.
After all, dude, there's gonna be a moment there where he's gonna be like thinking he's friggin' 22, 23, and it's gonna come out. And if which one is it? I always forget.
Jake Paul. Not the one is Logan.
If he's going left, and homeboy's coming from the same, you know what I mean? Like if that's gonna be bad, and that's what I'm honestly waiting for. If he beats Mike Tyson, we turn it off, and we don't ever talk about it again, or on the either or. If Mike Tyson wins, we're going to talk about it a lot. If Mike Tyson loses, it never comes up again.
It never happened.
It's like that weekend when you're with your friends and you're like, you get home, you never bring this up again. You may look at each other and like but
in a different way.
Bitch, I know, but it's the same thing. I don't ever want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's like when, I have a couple of trips like that we never talk about again. What do you mean I went to Turkey? I never went to Turkey.
So when you wake up and you look at yourself in the morning, you're just like, oh, dude, what were you doing?
Yeah, you're a piece
of
shit.
What were you doing?
If there's a God up there, he's watching you and he's right judging you.
And this is going to be one of the conversations you have if you're going there after this. Yeah. If you're going there after this is one of the conversations.
If you're having a sit down with God, this is going to come up and you're going to have to explain yourself.
He's going to have like a...
Because God coming with receipts.
He's going to have his iPhone. He's going to be like going through his iPhone with the videos. Right? He's like, okay, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Hey, I was
Everyone was doing it?
I was drunk.
Everyone was doing it? Would that be a good one?
Yeah.
To tell God everyone was doing it?
This is the best thing to tell God.
Or you say, ask yourself...
It was different back in the 90s.
Yeah, what would Jesus do?
Hey, shit was different back in the 90s.
That's 90s. Let's talk last weekend.
80s. 80s was weird. No, but back to the fight. I think because Jake Paul is so young, I think he's gonna pull it off.
I don't shit on him though. I think he's legit.
He's training.
Like
hard.
I think
he wants it.
I think you got to give credit where credit's due, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's shitting on him because he's a YouTuber, but still, he's got the money to get the trainers. He's got the money to he's clearly committed.
He was a YouTuber and now he's a boxer. Why can't people change?
But but what I'm trying to say is like he's definitely putting in the work, and no one seems to be really giving him credit for that. And I'm like, well, that's wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's what I mean. Like he was a YouTuber and now he's a boxer. Why?
It's like those actors. It's like those singers.
Do you have to be a boxer from birth?
It's like those singers that want to be actors, right? And they slowly make the transition, but some people just can't see them any other way. Or comedians that try to take on real serious roles, and maybe it's kind of the same way. But no, dude, the guy's definitely putting in the work. Anyone who isn't a hater has to respect that.
Yeah. No, I do.
Right? So, of course, dude.
Especially from seeing him training.
He's still going to get his ass beat, though. Tyson's going to catch him, pow, and then Tyson's going to feel good, and then pow, and it's going to third round.
Yeah, Tyson said in the documentary, he looked into the camera and said, he's portraying a killer, and I'm a killer at birth.
He said he's a manufactured killer.
Oh, yeah, that's what he said.
And he said, but I'm a killer, I'm a natural killer, but he's a manufactured killer. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And he wasn't laughing, he wasn't making a joke, he was just looking in the camera. Just dead-faced when he said it.
Dude, he's still got that gear. Even if he's 58, right? He's probably still got that gear. Like, he could probably get pissed. I bet behind closed doors, he loses his shit sometimes, and that old Tyson comes out. And that's the Tyson I hope is there that night when they fight.
The best Tyson was the Tyson with a tiger. That's the best Tyson out
in the
there.
Diaper with cocaine.
In the diaper.
No, I gotta think. I think the best. I think the best Tyson was the photo of him coming out of a club or going into a club, and he had coke all over his nose and just did not give a fuck.
That was probably the night after.
The night after.
That was the same era.
Oh, it was definitely the same era, but his eyes are beet red, and it's all over his nose, and he just does not give a shit.
You know what's more scary than Mike Tyson? What? Mike Tyson on coke.
No, but how ballsy is that? You're like, yeah, and
yeah. What are you gonna say?
Like, zero fucks.
I saw him on a podcast a couple of months ago.
Does he still do that podcast?
I don't know, but his podcast was good. He's a deep dude.
Hotbox, right?
Hotboxing with Mike Tyson.
But is he still doing it? Excuse me.
I don't know. Maybe he's doing it. I don't know. But he was on some podcast and he said he was voting for Trump. And the guy was confronting him, and he was like, "I don't give a fuck what you think." And he got all like old school Mike, like I can.
You see his eyes change, right?
Yeah. And the dude was like backing off. He was like, "No, you're right. Your opinion."
Yeah, his eyes turn. His eyes glaze over.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen him in interviews, and the interviewer will like say the wrong thing to him. This is maybe not even 10 years ago, and he's just like right there.
They have that gear. It's like Michael Jordan. It's the same thing. It's like you see a switch in them when they switch off, and then it just fucking.
But that's what you got to be, right?
I think so. To be an outlier like that, you have to be.
But was it he was boxing at like 14?
Yeah.
And looked like he was 28.
Yeah.
And winning.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
He's been boxing his whole life.
That's creepy.
He said he started fighting out of necessity. Growing up in the Bronx, I think.
I know why he voted for Trump. Because remember when Trump... did you see that old interview of Trump when they were talking about Mike Tyson? Like the supposedly like the allegations of him like being aggressive with a woman or something like that. And this was years ago, but they bring the old video back up. And it's a slippery slope because you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on because the way Tyson was acting and you never know. But Donald Trump was like, well, she put herself in that situation. Why would she go there at this time? I think she was trying to just blackmail him, and he was totally on his side when everyone else was shitting on him. So maybe that's why Mike Tyson is like, I love Trump, because he stuck up for him when no one else did.
Maybe he remembered.
Because Tyson doesn't seem like the kind of person that forgives.
No.
Like if you're on his bad side, you're like Taylor Swift. It's clear that woman is vindictive.
Yeah.
She keeps score.
She keeps receipts.
She keeps score, right?
Yeah.
Like she's like, oh, you said that about me? Then she's just going to go in on you. I think he might be the same way.
Do you think that's healthy?
think fighters, people that want to win, have that, right?
Yeah, but in life, like in real life, like keeping old grudges, like carrying them with you. Because this guy said this 10 years ago.
No.
I don't think so.
I think you let it go. You're free, right?
Yeah.
Makes your life. I mean, there's some people. Don't get me wrong. There's probably some people in your life that just were like, if I see him, I'm gonna punch him in his dick, or you know what I mean.
I had no one. I can't think of no one.
Really? Well, I got a few.
I got no enemies.
I don't know if it's an enemy though, and then you know what I mean. It's just like someone that did you wrong. But yeah, in the long run, it's not healthy.
No, I think it's better.
It's not healthy. Yeah, take the high road.
Yeah, just let that go.
I think it just depends on the situation, right?
True. Isn't it weird with this year how many... I was thinking about this when I was running this morning. How many people that came out for Trump this year comparing to last time. It was only Kanye West last time. Now it's like all these people coming.
And I didn't even see Kanye anywhere around.
No, me neither. I was thinking, where was Kanye in all this?
Well, what do you think the change was? What is your... Because you're more political than I am.
Go
ahead, Tom.
As soon as the election was over, I was so tired of it because I've been following it very closely this year. I was so tired, so I haven't really watched a lot after it. I don't want to see anything about the election anymore. I think a lot of people voted not for Trump, but against Kamala, against what the left stands for. I don't think everyone loves Trump, but I think a lot of people see where the left is going with, like, shutting people down, and banning people on social media, going after speeches. I think they saw a path where the left was going, and they voted against that, not with Trump. A lot of people are with Trump.
So many people were pissed off on social media. Like celebrities, and I'm so sorry this happened, and like TikTokers and stuff. So I was watching this whole thing, and just they had all these clips of people crying in their cars, and I can't believe this is the way it is, and blah, 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 blah. Like just really taking it to the point like it's in their backyard. To a certain point, it kind of is, right? But they were just like, they took it personally.
Yeah.
Like personal to the point.
You kind of have to feel that for women, though. I don't. That's the one thing.
What?
The fucking abortion stuff.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
Yeah.
Like, let that go. Let women decide, and let's move on.
Yeah, I think there are some things you're just like, yeah, that's not.
Yeah, it's a bunch of things. That's like, that's not cool, and that's not cool. But it's weird.
Well,
it's weird.
Yeah.
We kind of have to be more kumbaya in this world and get along more.
Who was it? Was it Dave Chappelle that was like, so wait a minute, let me get this straight. So you can kill the baby, but I can't abandon him? You didn't see that? No. Dave Chappelle.
But I can see Dave Chappelle. I can see Dave Chappelle.
This is Dave
saying
Chappelle, not me. Let's get that straight. You can Google it and find out. But it was
clip this and put this on loop. You're
gonna have to put it on. You're gonna have to put it on the clip when you do it. And,
no, I'm just gonna have you saying it out of the blue. No context, just you saying that.
Don't make it a short. So he says. What was it? He goes, I totally agree that women have the right to choose what they do. And he is right. I mean, you hear these horror stories, women get raped or they can't. I get that, right? Completely understand. But Dave Chappelle goes, let me get this straight. He's like, you can kill the little motherfucker. He says, but I can't abandon him because he's got to pay child support. And it was so bad.
Well, yeah.
Exactly, right? He's being...
Let me chew on that for a while.
He's being funny.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it makes you laugh because, like, you see the context. He's just being an idiot like he is in a good way.
He always has a good point before the punchline.
But in the real world, I don't think we have any.
That's what I love with Dave Chappelle. He always, like, builds it up. And you're, like, agreeing with him and stuff. And then he's like, but.
He takes a hard left. Bill Burr does that too, doesn't he?
But that's why those two are the GOATs.
But, there's certain things you're just like, dude, leave it alone.
Yeah. Exactly, because and they want to leave it to the state as well. So in some states you can do it, in some states you can't do it, and you can't travel to that state because they're gonna question you and put you in jail.
Well, also look at it, right? The way I feel about that with the abortion, right? It's they're trying to ban it in certain places. Like, okay, so the same places that'll ban you let's just say that it's a young mother, she can't afford it, something happened. You never know the story, right? You never know. But then if they're quick to do that, but at the same time, she's going to struggle. If she's alone, she's going to struggle to get help from probably the same people that said no. Do you understand what I'm trying? Does that make sense what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you're going to deny someone something, but then if they need help, they got to jump all these hoops. They may not get it, and then them and that child are going to be miserable. Just as an example.
Yeah.
You know, trying to make ends meet, and that's where it gets tricky.
And if they do it out of Christian values, they're going to go after gay marriage next. And like, it can go down a very dark road, which I hope it won't.
I just really think you're an asshole or you're not.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're in. We've had this good discussion plenty of times. It's how you are, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's one thing they could just be like, yeah, let's just cut that out.
Yeah.
It's just not. There's so much more stuff to deal with in the world, right? So much more. Maybe more pressing too.
Yeah.
Than what someone does with their body.
Yeah.
I don't want no one tell me. You know the shit I do with my body? You think I want someone to tell me I can't touch this and drink that?
Exactly. Put that there. You know what I mean?
What do you mean I can't do that anymore? That's the only thing that makes me happy after.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
I want to put that there whenever I want.
That is too funny. But no, all joking aside, that is a bit of a... Ugh.
Is the country more divided now than ever, you think?
You asking me?
Yeah. Like America.
I don't know. I saw a meme once. It was pretty funny. It was like, can we just, like a relationship, can we just take a break and not date anyone for 4 years? Just breathe. Just work on me. Yeah. That's pretty true, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
That'd be interesting, at least.
I don't know.
We'll see what happens. The life goes on. You know what I mean? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I was scared.
But he had all the bangers come out for him. Joe Rogan voted. Elon Musk. Who else? Dana White.
Tucker Carlson. That weird English dude, the actor, that got canceled. Russell Brand. He was out there.
He got canceled?
Yeah.
That actually went through?
Yeah, but
not
now. Not with Trump in office.
No, but I thought that was
4 more years, dude.
I thought that was a thing where they found out it was bull and then it just kind of faded away.
Yeah. No, it usually is. But, yeah, I think it was. But he got canceled. As soon as someone gets canceled, even though it comes out it wasn't like
there's never a correction.
No.
It's just kind of shh.
Like a hummingbird.
Yeah, they're all over the place here, man.
I love them.
I have them outside my office window. It's kind of cool. They sit there and just chill, and I can see them through the glass, but you can't see me. They just hang out. So.
No. But a lot of people came out, which just shows how because a lot of people that came out was left. What do you call left? I'm stumbling on my words now. Liberals?
Mm-hmm.
Liberals.
Yeah.
A lot of people that came out were liberals like 3 years ago. And they came out because left is so extreme now. That's what it is. Left just need to take a chill pill, regroup, and come back. Because like socially, I'm left easily. Like socially, I'm left. But the things they were doing with all of the censoring people and all of that I can't.
Well, I feel like a lot of people when they were younger, left seems rebellious and I don't want to be the man. When you think of Republicans, you think of like a tie and office job and then the left seems like, right, like just kind of dangerous and we are not going to take it sort of a thing. And I remember this was years ago. I had someone say to me, "Oh, I didn't really know what I was because I don't really. I'm being honest. I've always just kind of done my own shit and just gone into my own beat of my drum and dealt with what I had to deal with, right?" And I forgot who it was. Someone says to me, they started drilling me. "What are you?" Blah, blah. I was like, "I don't really know." And I goes, "Do you like paying taxes? High taxes?" I go, "No." He goes, "Oh, you're a Republican." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, I guess I am. I don't want to pay taxes."
No.
High taxes or whatever.
Who
or
wants?
pay for this and pay for that. And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." So it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I know the pressure. I'm Swedish. We have about the highest taxes in the world, except Canada, I think.
Sweden is 50. 50 to 51, and I think Canada's 52, 53.
That's half your salary. Just giving away. You don't know where it goes. Just take this.
Yeah, just take
keep
it.
half of it.
Enjoy yourself.
I keep half of what I worked for, and
Enjoy
then you
yourself.
just take this.
The king and queen of Sweden. If there's, there is, isn't there?
There is.
Yeah.
You still have a king and queen. It's kind of dope.
Do they have power?
No. They're just there for show.
I think it's the same in the UK. I think they're rich as shit.
They have more power, right?
I don't know. But they're definitely
They're
for
more
show.
of a symbol
Yeah.
in England. In Sweden, he barely shows himself. Like
He's too busy counting all the money he's getting, the 50%.
Bro, he was a wild boy.
It's like just sitting on
king was
top
a
of the
wild
cash.
boy.
Just sitting on top of the cash, counting it.
The king of Sweden, wild dude.
Yeah.
Back in the days.
But even the 10 years I was there, I saw a major decline in like the healthcare and the school system and the services, like from 2013 to like 2024, beginning of 2020. It's like just not even just from here, nosedive.
Yeah.
And taxes went up even
Yeah.
more. And just the quality of just getting services would just turn more to shit.
At least the roads are good. Down
Yeah.
south. Up
Yeah.
north, they're not good.
Yeah, but does it matter?
Not even the roads are good.
In Sweden?
Yeah, up north, it's like Long Island.
Mm.
It's. I don't know where the money's going, and that's
And
like.
what do they say? I mean, you keep in touch with that back home, right?
Yeah,
And what is the story?
about taxes.
Yeah.
No, everyone. No, that's the way. No one, and not a lot of people question it. They just go about their business. That's
Just
but that's
falling in line.
the true like hockey players and stuff. They have like their money in Switzerland or Monaco. A lot of people have that, and then they get a lot of shit in media because they moving their money abroad, and it's like,
So they're catching shit for being smart
yeah,
or just not wanting to pay someone else's lifestyle that they don't see a difference in the country.
yeah. They get a lot of shit. People that move their money to another country, but it's part of the matrix, I guess. Some people see through it. It's like that girl I sent you on Instagram. That's how I feel about it. Like everyone
That girl was on something, dude.
No, that girl was
her eyes were glazed over. She took something and then her mind just said, she started going deep.
being pulled out. I've been living here now for a couple of months. I've been basically pulled out of the rat race a little bit and have a lot of time.
Yeah, you have.
Have a lot of time
Yeah, you have.
to think. And I see where she's coming from. It's like you need to be pulled out of the rat race to have time to think. It's like when I'm reading books now. I read a lot when I was in Sweden, but I never had time to reflect on the books. Now when I'm reading, and then I'm reflecting, and then weird shit happens.
You weren't really
to the
retaining it.
mind.
You weren't retaining it. That's what you're saying.
I was reading it. I was retaining some, but now I'm retaining it all. Now I open book that I couldn't understand when I was home in Sweden, that I read now and take in. I don't know what's happening, but it's weird. Like I retain so much, and I get it, and I reflect on it a lot. So I really like all the books I'm basically reading now. I get a full.
It's sticking.
Yeah, it's sticking.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. So I think you kind of need to get pulled out of the rat race to get in the mindset of looking at the world from a different angle.
Yeah, different view for sure. It
Yeah,
helps.
and also being on an island, very remote. It's not a lot of city. It's not a lot of noise. It's not a lot of people.
There's no cities. It's all settlements.
Yeah, exactly. It's no cities. No.
It's like there's like a little settlement, road. Little settlement, road.
Yeah.
Little settlement, and every little settlement has like a grocery store, gas station. It's not a town
No,
at all.
no. And being here, you see shit. You're starting to see shit differently. In my mind, I don't know if I'm sounding crazy right now.
No, keep going. I'm listening to you. Expand on that.
I might sound crazy right now, but that's how I feel. And I like it. I kind of like it. I kind of feel like I'm going inwards a lot.
So what are you going to do when you decide to go visit Sweden again?
Well, I have to.
You like pumpkin latte?
I just hope. I just hope
I'm going to get a pumpkin latte.
I just hope I keep my mental when I go there. That's biggest worry.
I think it'll probably be overwhelming to you. I think the part of you is going to, when you go home to visit, I think a part of you is going to be like, obviously, there's always something nice about somewhere where you go, right?
Yeah.
There's a certain smell, there's a feeling, there's a memory there, good or bad. There's, there's all these things you're kind of like, oh, yeah. But I think on a whole, you're going to see things a bit differently, and you're going to be like, oh, wow, I can't believe that I accepted that. I can't believe that made sense to me at that point in time. I can't believe that I never noticed this before. That's what's going to happen to you.
I think it's too many distractions. When you're in the rat race and doing your thing, you don't notice it, but it's so many distractions. It keeps you just occupied, so you can't really think about other stuff. It keeps you constantly occupied. Like you read a book, but then you have to be up at 6 in the morning and go to work for 12 hours, and then you read a chapter. You don't really retain anything, but you're trying to break out, but it's very overwhelming.
Yeah. So you're basically not really having a moment to breathe. You're just trying to do what you can do.
Yeah.
And keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Then go out on the weekend because you got to be social. You got to have a drink. You got to go see Agnes. Right?
Yeah.
Agnes Strömbottom?
Yeah.
Is that what we call it? Strömbottom?
I don't know what that. I don't know what that is. That's not a last name in Sweden.
It's not. It sounds good.
It sounds like a...
It sounds like something out of Harry Potter. Strömsbottom.
Yeah.
Professor Strömsbottom.
Yeah, it sounds English, not Swedish.
Strom.
It is.
Strömbottom. I think we're on to something there. Professor Strömbottom.
Maybe.
Of the dark arts.
But we had this conversation because you and I went down this week and had lunch or dinner down at Lila's Point in Clarencetown. I don't know why I'm being so specific. But we went down there and we had this conversation because I was saying I'm reading this book, Plato, and the whole book is about a conversation, a dinner conversation. The whole book, it's one conversation.
Takes place at dinner?
Yeah, or their weird lay-in dinners they had back in Greece back in the days. They were like laying in couches having dinner, and they just decided in that dinner, like, we're going to talk about a subject, and they choose love. So everyone get their moment to make their nicest speech about love, and then they go around like this. And that's the whole book. And you said this, because I was like, it feels like back in the days they were so much smarter and talked about the big questions so much. And you said it was like, they had no distractions.
Yeah, they didn't.
And that's why I think the more shit we get, the dumber we get. Like the general people get dumber and dumber.
Well, you don't have to really think shit through, right?
No.
Social media, unless you're using it as a tool, and of course we all get distracted in it, but
I quit social media today.
You get
again.
to the point. You get
I
to
quit
the
my
point
Instagram
where,
again.
Yeah, I mean, you get to the point where you're digesting someone else's what they're telling you, so your thoughts don't really become your own, right? And then when you speak to people, you got to be careful because you're like, was that my own thought or is that something I heard from someone else? That's the scary part. And I'm always trying to be conscious of having my own thoughts and not hearing something that someone said and then trying word to word to use it and then have me sound like, that happens a lot, right?
Yeah.
That's the scary part of it. Also, you've got distractions, like you said. You've got movie theaters. You've got video games. You've got TVs. You've got this. You've got that. Back then, it was just like they just sat there and just mind melted and just plotted. And why is that the way that is? And why does this do that? And that just does it to you. And when you're being alone for a while, right? Like there's been times I've traveled, it's just been me in situations like this and you have no distractions. Your mind just goes there and you just start cleaning shit out.
Yeah.
I think it's very healthy.
That's my closest comparison to me being here.
Yeah, but you forget those guys had degrees upon degrees and they were this and they were that and blah, blah, blah. And it's weird, man.
Yeah.
But you would think it goes the other way because even though we're going forward, I think we're getting a little more lazy except for that small few. But even now, computers are probably making most, applications are making most of things forward now. Just it's the general next step and someone's just kind of monitoring it, right? There's not a lot of Elon Musks out there.
This episode is brought to you by Whoop. Me and Mario has been using Whoop forever now, and we finally teamed up with Whoop so you can get started today. Whoop is the latest, most advanced fitness and health wearable available, monitoring your sleep, recovery, and daily effort around the clock to deliver accountable insights on how you can optimize your performance. With Whoop, you can sleep better, train smarter, recover faster, feel healthier, and manage stress. So get started with Whoop today. Use our code join.whoop.com/intothecut to get 1 month free and a free Whoop 4.0. That's join.whoop.com/intothecut. And Elon Musk said on Joe Rogan's podcast, he thought in 20 to 30 years there will be more robots in the world than humans.
Really?
Yeah.
And what was his theory for that? I'm dropping stuff.
That's the way he sees things going.
But he didn't give you a reason why?
No, he just said it like I think.
He didn't say because of famine or because we're dying out or we're not healthy or the climate.
But that's also a thought I got when I was running today. Because say there's more robots than humans. How many humans will choose to download their mind into a robot? Because they're gonna pitch you like
people that aren't happy with themselves, people that think that there's something better there, people that aren't socially accepted, people that are socially awkward, people that come from broken. It's going to be those type of people. I don't think anyone that's well-rounded enough is going to be like, yeah, I want to take this and put it in a robot. I really do. I think it's going to be someone that thinks, oh, this will make me better, but for the wrong reasons.
No, I think they're going to target the people like, you like scrolling social media all the time. Why don't we put that in your head first? So now you can scroll with your head. You can constantly just scroll social media. And now let's put your head inside a robot. Now you don't even have to work. You can just scroll
but that type
day.
of person already has something going on before that comes along. You understand? Like it's not going to be a well-rounded, grounded person.
I think you give people too much credit.
No, I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
I think more people are like that.
You got to give people credit.
But I think more people are like that than not. Because we always want the latest stuff, the newest TV, and this is Joe Rogan.
To a certain point.
This is a Joe Rogan quote. Like, we always buy new shit. So we're basically giving birth to this new life form, which is AI robots. And I think a lot of people are going to choose to, like, first of all, they're going to get like a arm or something. Or, because I heard now they can install something in people that can't see, like blind people. They can install something so they can finally see again. That's like the first step, and that's beta number 1. And soon you can like take your arms off or your legs. Soon you're a full robot.
Yeah, but, I mean, look, if I lose an arm and Elon Musk says, look, man, I got you covered. Okay, let's see what happens. Then you look like Bucky Barnes, right? The Winter Soldier. You got a badass arm. I think anyone with common sense would be like, yeah, I'd like to have my arm back or my leg or my sight.
Would you do a big bicep on that arm? Would you do like an Arnold bicep?
Well, have to match it. Well, yes, because it would have to match the other one. So yes,
you just have to work on that.
So it would be a big bicep, or because it has to match the other one. So what I'm trying to tell you is,
I don't know, dude.
But people, I lost my train of thought now because you're fucking with me. So people that that type of situation makes sense, right? You come around a corner, you get hit with a 2x4, knocks all your friggin' teeth out. You need plastic surgery. You need your teeth done. I get that, right? That's fixing someone's accident. Or you lose your sight. Like they said, they can give you sight. I get that too. But when it starts getting to, oh, you can scroll this and you can walk around and see in your... That's a whole different thing, man.
It's already out there. Haven't you seen the new glasses?
Yes, but that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is that's a whole different level. Just fixing something so you can just... okay, I feel more normal again, opposed to taking that type of a leap and having a chip in my head. Unless that gentleman, you saw that kid, right, that was in the wheelchair?
No.
Elon Musk did something for him, and he can like look at a screen, and wherever he goes, the mouse goes, and it like it's in that I get.
Yeah, I heard about him.
I saw him on TV. That I understand because the poor guy's paralyzed from the neck down. But I'm physically capable. I don't want to put anything in my body so I can answer my phone or I can flip through. That's creepy. And that is a slippery slope. Those are the people that are just disconnected from what's important.
Yeah. But I think that's where we're heading.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying I think those are for certain people that just don't. There's something missing in their life. I really think that.
But we're so immersed into it already. We're constantly on our phones.
Yeah, but there are still people that can disconnect from it, Tom. There's two type of people. We have ones that they use it as a tool, and then the other one where it's their way of their life.
I think the lines are blurry. I think the outliers.
I think you'd be surprised how many. How many well-off, famous, if you want to use famous, or business person, entrepreneur that is loaded, and they use all that stuff only as a tool, and then they cut it off when they're done. They use it to make money, and that's it, and they want nothing to do with it, and they're disconnected. Then you got the ones like, I'm a victim of it. You sit on your couch sometimes for 30 minutes, and you're just scrolling. I got to catch myself. I'm like, whoa, I have to go do something else. There's those two types of people.
Yeah.
And it'll be the same way when that rolls over. The smart ones will be like, yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be...
It's a good servant, but it's a bad master.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I think it's going to be like two types of people. It's going to be the people that fully merge with it, that go into the AI, become the AI, just because they want to be in that world forever. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to be like people living in the woods, basically. Just trying to get as far away from it, because it's going to take over. We're on the path.
That's not a bad... I'll take the woods.
No, we're on a path of it taking over. If we like it or not, that's not the question. It's going to take over.
Yeah, but taking over in what sense? Taking over like making things better, or taking over that we're going to be slaves? Be more specific.
We don't know. We don't know.
You're such a theorist.
No, but
conspiracy theories, dude.
No,
because in your mind right now, you're talking to me, and I know that you're thinking of people shooting robots, climbing, like you're like some Skynet Terminator shit.
No, Ready Player.
Not that I doubt that.
I think Ready Player One is that's what it's going to be.
Great movie,
but that's what it's going to be.
Fun movie, unplugged, walked away.
People are just going to be fucking in a chair.
Yes, but there's always going to be people that can separate it. There's always going to be people that will be like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm removing myself. I can go put my foot in, put my foot out. It's like an addictive personality, right?
Yeah, but imagine.
You have people that can,
we're so addicted to social media now. Imagine what that would be if it's in our head. We can go into a video game or whatever. That's going to be 10,000 times more addictive. Why don't you want to live there? You don't have to fucking go to a shitty job. You can be fucking Superman in there. Like
it's an individual, though. That's
like the Guy movie.
I know, but
with Ryan Reynolds.
I keep coming back to you, though. It's the individual. You'll be surprised how many people would be like, I don't want that.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I think.
Maybe I'll
You're saying I'm giving too much credit, but I don't think I'm giving enough credit. Trust me, there's going to be those ones. There's always that one guy gets everything first in the neighborhood, right? He's going to come home, set up just the way you're talking about. People are going to be jealous, and then they're going to do it. They're going to try and do it when it's affordable.
Yeah, maybe. But people, yeah, you're right. Maybe you're right.
Maybe you should put more faith in people.
Maybe I should, but I just have not seen a person be bored for 30 seconds in 10 years. Do you know what I mean? I've never seen a guy sitting on a bench waiting for the bus, reading a book.
Oh, I still do. Especially when I travel, I see people reading actual books and stuff like that. And I'm one of them, but people look at them weird. They're like, what are they doing? They're reading a book?
Exactly. People look at them weird.
Yeah, well, that's not their problem.
Are all of them reading books? I like, it's such a, I don't know. I'm trying to
starts in the house, Tom.
I'm trying to unwind from it. I quit social media today, or my Instagram. I'm still doing it for our stuff, so...
You're like a drinker, dude. I quit drinking today. Then a week later, I had a drink last night. I got to start over again. I got to go to AA.
No, I'm not trying to lecture anyone. I'm just seeing signs that I don't like.
It's called moderation.
Yeah. And when you read old books, it's like, why can't we just sit in a ring or lay in a couch and have fucking a discussion about stuff? Why can't we go deep anymore?
Well, I think we mistaken sometimes our addiction with our phones because we have so much of our life on it. Yeah. You pay bills, you communicate with work, you have your family there, you book flights with that, you can pay in the grocery store with your phone. So that's probably why a lot of people think they're addicted to it, because they're like, my phone's gone down before I've been traveling. You are screwed. Unless you've got hard copies of certain things, you are screwed because everything is in your phone. I think that's the problem. Everything is in the phone. People complain, oh, the iPhone is $1,400, $1,200. I'm like, yeah, well, you walk around basically a high-end laptop in your pocket the size
more
of a phone,
powerful
right?
than the computers at NASA.
I heard that.
When they're landing on the moon.
But you see what I'm trying to... They didn't land on the moon. But you see what I'm trying... You see what
I know, that's why
I'm
I
not
threw it
giving
in
an
there.
inch. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? I think that's what it is. Your life depends on it. You ever got up before and you don't feel your phone in your pocket? And you do that really slow touch, you're like... And then you're feeling and you cannot feel it, but then you move and it's kind of like slid a little lower than usual. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Everyone's had that feeling, especially men. Because your whole life is in there. Your identity is in there.
Yeah. No,
You
you're
know?
right. We use it a lot
Yeah.
for a lot of things. It's not only scrolling.
I mean, I've already told you. You just wait to the point. It's going to come sooner or later. Where'd Mario go? There'll be a few of you knowing.
Yeah.
Where'd Mario go? You think I'm joking.
Yeah. But that's also when, that's probably when we will have the best discussions.
Yeah.
That's probably when we will have the real talks. Because we have no distractions.
Of course.
That's
Because
Yeah.
you always, and that's the thing, when you have, even when you listen to most podcasts, right? Or even if you watch a podcast, and I've even noticed it with us, there's that first 10 minutes where you're just kind of feeling it out. It's like a little, you're hitting it, I'm hitting it, we're feeling it out. And then like 15, 20 minutes later, it feels real. And it feels like everything is kind of faded into the back.
Yeah.
Right? And I think without that, it's like that from the very beginning of the conversation. When there's no one's around, no one's seeing it. It's like naked. It's bare, if that makes any sense.
Well, it makes a little sense.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense to me, and I think that's probably what's important.
Yeah. No, I think I'm painting a too hard of a apocalyptic picture. But yeah.
Well, I mean, look, let's be honest.
Because distractions are fun.
Yeah,
like
but
TV shows are fun.
I think what you're trying to say, if I'm going to dissect this a little bit, I think what you're meaning to say is, in this day and age, people want easier. People want faster. They are not really patient, right? Doesn't matter how old you are. I meet old people that aren't patient, dude. So it's not a generational thing. And I meet 14-year-olds, they could just sit there all day long and wait. Like, it depends on the individual. It's not an age thing. But I think what you're saying is most people are impatient. And if this stuff makes things quicker, they're just going to jump on it. Without thinking of the real repercussions.
The whole world.
Because then you're splitting who you are. You're kind of taking away the essence of who you are. Right? You're kind of letting something else think for you, but in another way that's not... It's different if you Google something or you look up something because you don't understand. Oh, how do I spell this word? That's different kind of help. But when it takes over that you don't have to think as much in a negative way, that's where it gets dangerous.
Well, it's kind of what
your
you
decisions,
said. Like,
your true
thoughts.
decisions fall apart.
You're just regurgitating what you heard.
Yeah.
It's not your thoughts anymore.
Yeah. And that's scarier to me that is probably more scary to me than robots and all that Skynet shit you're worried about.
Well, it's coming.
T-1000 coming down, barreling down a gravel road looking for Tom Connor.
They're going to start selling those soon. So it's coming, dude. It's coming.
Yeah.
I don't know how we can't hide from it. It's coming. There's no hiding from it. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad or in the middle, but it's coming either way. But
I think it's going to depend on how it's packaged. It's going to depend on how it's packaged. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's just subtle, hey, this will make your life a lot better. Hey, are you tired of blah 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 blah? Hey, do you need to? Are you one of those people? That's me. Yeah, I want one.
That's true. Because I was thinking about like my parents when they get a bit older and they need some help in the house. Like it would be great to buy them a Tesla robot. They can help them with the dishes, make them food, do their cleaning.
But that's different. That's a type of manual labor that needs to be. You get that in nurses' homes, right? That type of stuff I get, like cutting grass, moving. That's a bit of a manual labor, which we could still do, but you're helping an older person, right? But what you were telling me earlier was putting something in your body that'll make you jump over a friggin' building or some shit like that. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
then
I'm
people
good.
are gonna choose that route as well. As soon as they figure out how to download your consciousness or your mind, that's when it's coming.
You can't do it.
You don't think so? I think you'd be surprised. Think about how much we evolved in 30 years, from 94 to now.
Yeah.
And think about 30 years in the future. It's just ramping up.
I don't know. There's something.
Just
There's
ramp
just
it
some,
up.
how do you put a finger on consciousness? I'm not going to go in this conversation because I know I'll be here all night dropping it on you. There's you can't. How do you extract that? That's like saying you're extracting a soul and putting it in a computer. And I'm not religious. So I'm just telling you there's certain things I'm just like you can't simulate that. You just can't.
I think you will be able to download your consciousness.
I don't know.
Put it on a hard drive. Live forever in a robot.
No, I'm done. I'm tapping out of this conversation.
You don't think so? All right.
I don't know.
Then you won't be forgotten in three generations.
You've seen too many movies, dude. Like, do I think there's someone right now trying to do that? Absolutely. Do you think they may be tapping into it? Probably. But to get it down like what's right here, what this is?
I'm not going to elaborate on it, but I'm going to throw it out there, and this might be wrong.
And then we're out of here.
I think they've done it in rats.
What do you think? What did you watch?
No, I think.
What did you watch at 2 o'clock in the morning on
took a
YouTube?
head from a rat, put it on another rat, and that rat was now their head. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean like a head transplant?
They took the head, the brain, and all of it, and connected it to another rat. So they cut the
neck. Well, maybe that might be possible.
Yeah, but then that's this.
No, you're extracting from the brain and consciousness and putting
maybe
it
you
into
just put out the brain and put it in a robot.
No.
Like that dude from Turtles that has the brain in the.
Because a head transplant to another body, if they're doing that, that's kind of like a heart transplant, right?
Yeah, that's kind of like stupid example.
That's kind of. Don't get mad. I'm finding holes in your theories.
Yeah, that was.
It's like a kidney transplant, right? I mean, it's a little more technical than a.
Well, I gotta go deep dive because I think right now somewhere in the world someone is, like you said, working on it, and I bet it's been done.
Probably like in Russia.
Why Russia? They're busy.
Like in Russia or maybe up in China, like in the mountains and the snow caps are like. Whoosh.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
they're up there and they're just like working in some lab that's cut into a mountain.
Yeah,
big
it's
steel
like
doors, and they got to put the hand on to go in,
and then the elevator down.
Yeah, and the bolts go through, and they got to go through 3 or 4 different chambers to get to where they're going. And there's some guy floating in like water with a tube. Like Empire Strikes Back, Luke Skywalker, and he's just like jerking, like he's alive. Yeah.
You take the elevator down 72 floors.
Yeah, dude, you get
and
down
then you walk
there.
down there. It's just full activity.
They got to put a hood on you when they take you down there because they don't want you to see.
How many labs are out there like that?
Shit, there might be one
right now.
There might be one under this house for all we know. They go through the ocean to get to it. If you want to go there. Oh, that's too funny.
There's so many labs out there.
You never know.
Working on it.
All right.
All right, this
I'm
conversation
getting out of here because this is going to get
somewhere.
too deep. You took it somewhere. I just held on.
Bro.
This was all you, bro.
No, this was all you, dude.
No.
All right, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.